Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you a tour of my entire redstone testing world. First thing I ever built is this button. And when you press the button, it opens up the floor and launches a bunch of fire charges out. So it's a bit of redstone down here, and that is literally the first thing I built. I also built this thing, and this. The lever again, or if you just deactivate it, it'll close up. Apparently it contains 839,000 blocks because there's shulker boxes filled with blocks. And this is what the inside of the shulker boxes look like. Is an extremely well disguised hidden entrance. So if you had this in a field, people would walk by and be like, oh, it's just a tree. But in reality, if you flick this lever, it opens up and you can drop down and you can have like some entrance there. And flick the lever, it just closes up real nice and fast, and it's really awesome. Simple 2x2 door. So this will activate even though there's nothing attached to it. And this will fill 4 blocks with source blocks simultaneously. And retract them as well. This one will do 9 simultaneously, and this one will do 4 simultaneously. And subtract them all as well. Looks like something you need a redstone torch for. Sure enough. But with dirt, you could have this in a field. A little bit faster. For both of them. Oops. Nice and fast. I remember this. Place it in there, press the button, and it's really slow. But it works. Brings the glass all the way to the top. And yeah, it's really useless. This is a nice and quick minecart elevator, so you just spam the button, keep going into minecarts. It's a little quick elevator, you just run, bam, shoots you up. A 9-toed American snake. This is a tree farm, so you place in your saplings, and it'll push all the wood, break all the leaves. Besides that, it just pushes the wood into here, and life is good. This Oh, I love this thing. So you stand right here in the snow. I don't have any armor on. Press the button, full armor. Awesome. Just activates all these dispensers at once, and it's really nice and cool. This, I'm very proud of this contraption. Let's actually do this one first. So it's kind of like a T flip-flop, except it does a pulse. And with this one you can see, first it will activate that redstone lamp there. Then it will activate that redstone lamp. And yeah, it's kind of awesome. And yeah, you take out the water, and it refills, or it gives you more cauldrons, gives you more water. It's nice and fun. You can see that sand is, moving around, getting shifted around. So the maze will be changing constantly. It will just be sent back again. I'll just go back and forth forever. Like so. This will spit out blocks as long as there's items in there. This is what I use in my survival world to empty out chests if I don't need them filled with items anymore. Let's see. Oh, launches some sand up, and you can just redo it over and over. And I assume that if you flick this lever, it will do this automatically, like forever. Yeah, so like that, and flick the lever to turn it off. This is a timer circuit, very long, but if we activate this here, we don't have time for that, so let's just do this. And yeah, it breaks all the sugarcane. Hold on, I think I could still do it in creative mode. So you sleep in the bed, and now you're in here. And the way to get out Use Ender Pearl. Turn it on. We'll see some laggy stuff happen. Wave generator, yeah. Binary counter, and wow, it's made it all the way up to here. So it's counting in binary. Lamp on is 1, lamp off is 0, I believe. Yes, that would seem so. And we're about to witness something very incredible. So if we just watch it count a bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Now we will see all of these deactivate and that one turn on. And it's constantly counting in binary, and it's pretty cool. Press the button, it will launch a piece of sand or something way out there. Pretty cool. Moving on, we have this interesting thing here. We get some minecarts, place them on here, and flick the lever. You can see it's a race to the finish line. Oh, and looks like yellow almost won. Yeah, okay, let's see. Which one's gonna win? I don't know. Oh, green is pretty close too. Blue is pretty close. Oh, green won. Okay. Then yellow, so green, yellow, then blue. Okay, so wow, it's green, yellow, blue, red. That's the order. And red. Red is kind of pretty slow right now. Okay. So let's see here. Place sand here, and it pushes it all the way to the top. And you can actually do this with blocks as well. And it just won't fall that. Okay, this is quite interesting though. This is quite recent. This is like the most recent thing that I've built here. It's turned off right now, but if we flick this lever, eventually, after a short while, wow, this is so laggy. It wasn't that laggy before. I think because it's loaded up so much in my world already. But yeah, it's basically just uses 4 cobblestone generators to create tons of cobblestone, which means that it regenerates. It's a regenerating wall, and it's really fast. And it's really laggy, apparently. Oh my word. Okay, so let's get like some sort of fuel source, like blaze rods. That works well. And let's smelt up some sand, I guess. And so it will start smelting. And what this does is, once it's done smelting this one piece here. Bingo. Okay. So it will power this redstone lamp as long as there's stuff smelting here, because every time a sand smelts into glass, and we'll go into the fire, but it will pass through this hopper, which will re-power this circuit. This thing is a corridor generator. So you press this, and it's really laggy, but it creates a nice little corridor with walls that you can pass through. And yeah, really nice. You can put the lever to make it a flat surface once again, and it's all flat. What is this? Oh, it's a super chest. So you can click there, activate the large chest, or you can click here to activate the minecart. So you have a minecart here. Hold on. You have a minecart here, a minecart here, and a regular chest here. So you have basically 2 double chests in one space. So if we click here, we can see the diamonds. Click here, we can see the gold. Click here, we can see the red chiseled sandstone. Pretty sweet. T flip-flop, or no, or a Snorlash. And then press this to deactivate it. Press this and it locks itself in place. Press this button to deactivate it. Nice and simple stuff. If you press this button, it will create a lava door. And if you press the button again, it will open it up. So hold on, let's press the button and see what happens. It dispenses out some water, and we can take that water out. And if we press the button again, it will dispense water again. And we press the button again, will dispense water again, and there's no storage system. What it does is, if we can find out a way to get in here, what it does is it drops, so there's obviously a bucket of water in here already, and so it will drop that bucket of water into this dispenser and then immediately dispense the water out. And then instantly after it dispenses the water, these hoppers will unlock and the item will go into here and it will travel up this dropper line and then back into this dropper this dispenser, where this dispenser will activate, and now it's an empty bucket because it dispensed its water over here. So then it will take water from this infinite water source, and now we'll have a full bucket again, and it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, it just refills the bucket infinitely. Lighting system. So if you have this in your base, this would look pretty cool. Just flick that lever and it lights all on fire, and then it deactivates them, and it's nice and cool. Another lighting system, you can have a whole row of these. Puts redstone lamps or sea lanterns in the wall. This one puts sea lanterns in the floor, and this one puts lots of sea lanterns in the floor. And it's really laggy. Whatever. Yeah. It's really laggy though for some reason. How on earth do we activate this? This world is so laggy. Oh my word. Okay. Press the button. And it brings you a crafting table from the floor. And press the button. Ouch. Ouch. I died. Doomed to fall. Pumpkin farm. There's another version of this right over here. And it breaks it from the top down. This one is the same thing but with fire and netherrack, because it's less good. So it's right now the block is right there. Now it's right there. Now it's right there. Now it's in the center. Now it's right there. So it's a counter, counts up to 5, and then resets. Same thing, but smaller and slower. Nice and simple, right? And this one is half of a maze in a circle. So it's a nice little circle and a maze made out of white concrete powder. Because concrete powder actually looks pretty nice, I must say. This is the skeleton farm. If we go into hard mode and turn spawning on. Yes, they start falling there. And you press this button to crush them, and they'll be brought down to 1 health. Or 2. Oh my word. This is a spawning fest for her mobs. Here, we have a nice little system. If we put a diamond in here, it will activate a system. Every time we put in a diamond. Nice. So that's like this could be used in like a payment system, like pay 1 diamond and you'll receive an item. So you pay a diamond, it activates, and you get your item. Pay another diamond, you get it again, and so on and so forth. And this one is the same thing, but it actually stores the diamonds instead of destroying them, which is actually more useful. And yeah, it's quite interesting. And this, oh, I remember what this is. So, hold on, we have 4 different signs here. This one is sign number 3. This is sign number 1. This is sign number 4. And this is sign number 2. So, let's grab a minecart. And let's see where it takes us. Takes us to number 4. Okay, that's quite interesting. And if we grab another minecart, and this time we flick the white lever, and then send us off. This time we go to number 1. Okay. This time, let's flick the black lever. Now it will take us to number 2. And if we flick both of them at the same time and send us off, it will take us to number 3. So, quite simple stuff going on here. I remember this. You press the button, spawns in lava, press it again, takes up the lava, and then closes it up. Very simple. We'll go there in a second. What is this? Oh. Let's see what happens when we press the button, if there is a button. Here it is. Yeah, it's a... I don't even know what this is. It's something useless. Okay. This is a redstone clock. This is a bit of a longer redstone clock. Cycling around, and it's vertical. Here we have a system where if you wake up in your bed, spawn there, it will drop you into lava. Nice stuff. Storage system. You put a bunch of items into this hopper or this chest. I don't know, I don't really care what kind of items. And they'll make their way into this storage system and it will fill up. This is a sphere of sorts. This is a different item filter. This is a note block song. Let's listen to it. And that's as far as I got. And this... oh, what is... oh, I know what this is. This is a maze. And so you go in here, into this giant Rubik's Cube. And... you have to flick all the levers. Already did that one, I think. And if it doesn't do anything, that means it was on. So now we've flicked all of them, I still believe. And now, this trapdoor is unlocked. Before it wasn't. And now, search around. Let's open all the doors. We search around. And, look at that, we found it. Oh boy. Here's another trapdoor. Password. You saw that other thing where the different directions produce a different signal? Well, I have no idea what the signal is here. So let's exit this. What signal is it? Is the question. It has to be a very specific signal. That's the problem, and I don't know what it is. This is kind of difficult to tell. Okay. And it has to use both of them. So let's try every single combination. Oh! There we go! We got it. Awesome. Last level. Searching around. See what we can find. Okay, so there's one room left. And of course, this is the exit. So, quite an interesting little thing here. Now, let's go over here. Let's see, how do we activate this thing? Press this. It might be laggy. The goal is not to fall. And they're randomly... being... oh, I fell. See, that's a hard thing. You don't know which ones are going to fall. It's random. Oops. Not survival. Not survival. I wanted to turn it off. Let's turn it off. not actually too late. This is kind of a... Oh. Why is this blown up? What? That doesn't make sense. It's been exploded. Who could have done that? How odd. But whatever. It's been exploded, and that's fine. Just that part. It makes it look a little bit run down. But it's a nice little decorative thing here. What's in these chests? Nothing. Okay. Moving on. Oh, we've already seen this, I think. Yeah, we've already seen that. Okay, this is quite interesting. It will launch TNT downwards very fast. Nice. Oh, walking over here, will activate every single one of these beacons, and you'll get a short time of all of this stuff, about 15 seconds. And you can go out and fight, and you'll get all charged up. This, you can see there's chests there, but when we click the lever, we can't. No matter how fast we are. Unless you're like really fast like that, but most of the time you can't. Block swapper, nothing too weird here. Swaps between 3 different types of blocks. And this will shoot a bunch of things into the air and drop them. And you can do it over. How awesome. So let's do this. It's supposed to explode at exactly the right moment in the air, and it just destroys that block. If we had 2 here, you can see how it behaves with just 2 of these blocks. Coming down. It only destroys 1 of them, so it exactly blows up this area here. And so if you're down here, your head will take damage, but if you're 1 block lower, you won't. A decorative display. Switches between black and white. And I know what this is. I totally know what this is. How do you activate it? I don't know. There is no way to activate it. Oh no, there is a way to activate it. Like this, I think? Yeah. And then it drops down a chest. Press the button again. And it will launch it up into the roof. And now it's up in the roof. This is my calculator. You can see that 5,021 is plus 5,733 is equal to 10,754. And if we want to do like 6,733, then this would change to now 11,754. And so, nice and crazy. Now, here's the thing. I've discovered a way that you can glitch an iron block to be on this slab, and it looks really, really weird. Because right now, it floats a little bit above because it's a half slab. But I found a way to make it glitch onto this. So let's try this out. Alright, so I've just placed this block on the slab, and you can see it looks really weird. It also has a bunch of holes in it. This iron block is super strange. And how did I create this block on the slab, you might say? How did I create this block? And if you try and punch it, you can't break it. You just can't. How did I create such a strange item standing right here? And the answer is I didn't. It's actually just a part of the distance, and it's actually really big and not small at all. It's an illusion, and it's pretty cool. Okay, here we have a Hilbert curve. It may look like a maze, but it's actually just a Hilbert curve. It's a curve, a space-filling curve in mathematics. And what it does is it fills every single space once and never loops back. It's one continuous path. it's just one path that goes in a pattern all the way up to the end. And here's another version of it. And here is a counting machine. So you press this button, and it'll count up to 1, 2, 3, and then when it gets to 10, then this will go to 3, and so on and so forth. Another bamboo farm. And this is a calculator that I'm working on. See, this is how far I've gotten on the circuitry. But this calculator is a work in progress. You can see the display is up there. I plan to have, it's going to be way better than that calculator over there. Because this one will have all the numbers out here. And you can do plus, subtract, divide, multiply, bracket, exponent, which is to the power of, and pi, sine, cosine, tangent, sine to the negative, cosine to the negative, tangent to the negative, and second function even, equal sign. The second function will just do what the sign is, so if you press second function and then the decimal, it actually won't be a decimal, it will be whatever this is. And yeah, this calculator is insane. I'm still working on the circuitry down here. It's pretty complicated, but it's going to be an insane calculator. What else? Let's quickly leave this redstone world just to quickly show you something that should be in here, but it's not. Alright, we're here in this world. I've created this world. I don't know how to get out of this cave though. I spawned in this, or I created this world, and something really strange generated in it. So let's just light up this cave, see if we can find it. So far, it looks like a pretty natural cave, right? Pretty natural, I'd say. There's no way out, first of all. Some coal there. Let's break all the torches. Maybe we can see it then if we break all the torches. So, see if you can spot it. What's different about this cave? Does it look normal to a normal cave? Okay, we still can't see it. What's different about this cave? What's unusual about it? But if we just climb out here, we actually haven't left my redstone world. I actually constructed this cave block by block, and it actually looks pretty realistic to me, from the inside at least. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of this thing because it looks pretty nice. So you stand over here, and it will give you armor one by one and potions. Oh, some more potions. Okay, there we go. And now we're ready for battle. Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay. Let's see. What else haven't we looked at yet? There should be some stuff somewhere around here. Yep, all of this. I'm showing you all this. This we haven't seen. How do we get in here exactly? Door. Here's a door. Okay, this requires an ender pearl. So we have to stand right in the center. And if we press this button... Oops. If we press this button, we get dropped down here into the second floor. And if we want to go back up, we just throw an ender pearl. Isn't that awesome? It's so awesome. It's nice decoration too, I think. The glass. Okay, out. Get out. I don't like the ender pearl. Alright, moving on. Simple little water elevator. Shoot yourself up. It's not really working that well. It's fine. This one is another one that is now combined magma and soul sand particles. The maze and that thing, and this is just a decoration cube. What's on the inside? Emptiness. And it's really bright. Cool. Okay. And this thing has no use. It just does that. And this, what is this? I know what this is, I think. Yes, I know what this is. So, press the button, and the sand drops down into here, and you can see that it lights up the redstone lamps. Press the button again, and it gets shot back up to that one. So it cycles between two different levels. So let's go ahead and spawn in an iron golem. Nothing happens, but oh man, look at that. They just swarm him. Look at that, and some of them have fire aspect swords. They just demolish that guy. Wow. And you only killed one of them. Next up is this behemoth. And this massive thing runs on the clock. The idea is not to go onto the floor. But that gets hard, as random generators will decide your fate or not. And so you just kind of hop around. Same idea as the other one, but larger. And yeah, it's massive. If we take a look, we can see all these massive lines of redstone dust. All of them going down here, like filtering into one. And then all of this. Crazy. And this thing, yeah, it's pretty nice. There, I made a video on this. Now it's time to do the lag machine. Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's not even laggy at the moment, so this will be the true test. Oh, yep. It's starting to get laggy. Oh my word. How long can we run this before it crashes? There's even beacons here and there. Oh my word. It's just getting more and more laggy every second.